I had an appointment to be hugged, and I intended to keep it.
I'm here to hug Amma. Hug Amma. Hug Amma. Yes.
I returned to Amma still unconvinced by the whole idea of worshipping anyone still living. But the crowds and all the merchandise suggested that not everyone felt the same. To worship someone who's still alive, to my mind, is odd.
Well, what about for your heart rather than your mind?
Well, I've never done it. I can't imagine worshipping a human being. It would be like saying, you know, you're a million times better than I am. I wouldn't like to believe that of anyone.
But part of the understanding is that she's within you and she's in your own heart.
Yeah.
So there's not such a separation between...
She's a human being though, right?
That's a good question.
The time was approaching. Amma had arrived. Pretty soon I would know for myself if the hug was like one from my own mother, or from a spiritual leader, or even from God. In the midst of the devotees and the sacred ritual, I still managed to hook up with my old friend Ramanan. And then the hugging began. For some reason I'm being quite stressed out. Do you think that's part of like the...
That's often people's reaction. As you approach Amma, it's sort of like you're coming into her force field. All sorts of emotions and feelings and thoughts will arise. Everyone's experience is different, but you get a taste of enlightenment, actually, through that hug.
We met that gentleman before with the yellow scarf. What's his name?
Yes, Aniruddha.
He's pretty intense.
He is.
Have you noticed?
Very,
I had time for one last piece of advice from Courtney.
You could write a doctoral thesis on chocolate. You know, you could read books and books about the taste of chocolate. But unless you experience the taste of chocolate, all the books in the world will never tell you what the experience of it's like. So I'm sure she'll do some work on you.
We'll see. Thanks a lot.
Adeham BBC television, England Minnawanno.
I don't know if it was the incense or the music, or maybe the crush of the crowd, but something very odd happened.
Right where he is.
Down here. For the first time in my whole trip, I felt like something had touched me in a way I couldn't explain. That was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you feel? What was it? How was it for you?
It was very comforting, you know.
That's good.
And she gave me a little kiss on the cheek, and that was really nice. I did feel like for a second I wanted to cry, but I don't know if that was because it was just a really nice hug. Do you know what I mean?
Many people burst into tears when and they can't explain why.
Whatever was going on, all over India I'd seen Westerners who'd surrendered themselves to gurus in the hope of finding something they needed. And even I had fallen under the spell. Final words of advice?
Don't let this be the end. Let this be a beginning for you. There's a great, wonderful world within. So, find it.
I would start looking immediately. Immediately I got